Hey y'all, this your girl Lisa, and it is hey y'all in the afternoon. It is Thursday. I hope everybody is having a great week so far. We're getting ready for this weekend, and I thought I would come on here, drop a little bit of knowledge, maybe learn something myself because hey, I can always learn something new. So as you can see from the title, we're talking about relationships. You get on my nerves, but I love you. And the reason I thought about that is because we always think about when we think about negativity in a relationship. We think about how it would affect the relationship as far as to the relationship being broken up and not progressing. But we should normalize being able for somebody to get on your nerves and still love them. Just because somebody get on your nerves don't mean you don't love them no more. It just means at this particular moment in time in my relationship, you are getting on my damn nerves. Now, do I still love you? Yes. Would I still kill for you? Yes. Would I still kill you? Probably. Just playing. But if your relationship cannot survive being upset with the other person, that other person getting on your nerves, any of those things like that, then you might want to check and see what's going on in your relationship. Because your relationship should be able to survive those moments when this person is not all that sparkly to you. Leilani. Hey, Leilani, I'm trying to get to my other phone so I can read the comments. So I'm on this other phone, right, y'all? And know that I am not technologically advanced at all because I don't know how to get the hell out of the what I was doing. Y'all know what? This is ridiculous. I am too old for this. I hope everybody is having a great day. Hey y'all. So everything that happens in your life, there are a few things that are life shattering and that can be life changing. Getting a job, losing a job, buying a house, getting kicked out, getting married, getting divorced, having kids, your kids leaving the house, all these things have ripple effects on your relationships. And you don't think about it. You think about tackling the big thing that happened. You think about you can have a birth of a relative or the death of a relative. You think about tackling that big thing that happened. But you don't think about how that big thing can affect how the little things that are going on in your life. And sometimes it gets scary. Okay. All right, child. Let me find YouTube. All right, I got it. Y'all know what your girl is not taking. Hello, Kelly. Oh no, that's not why, Miss Kelly. Thank you. That's not why I do that. Sometimes I just don't be camera ready. It's like I said, let me go live right quick. But then I would have had to do so much to get ready for the camera. I just decided to go on and go live. The next time I come live, though, I will not have my face hidden. I will have all this fabulous glory out for y'all. Hey, Miss Tell the Truth. But no, I just jumped on the live. I didn't do anything. My hair looks like somebody was fighting in it. So that's really why. All right. So um from the title, it says, "You get on my nerves, but I love you." And the reason I said it like that is because I think a lot of times we're scared to be upset with our partners, scared to, and not when I say scared, I don't mean like physically scared, but we'll hold in our feelings of irritation and aggravation because we don't know how that person will take it. And we're scared of the effect that it may or may not have on our relationship. But the reality is that your relationships should never be your relationship should never be so unsteady that you are scared to express your feelings, good and bad. Because sometimes the person you love gets on your nerves. You can be deeply in love with people And they still sometimes you're like, ugh, why are you talking to me today? And that's just the way it is. I know I wake up sometimes, I wake up just irritated with the world for no reason. I may have had a good night's sleep, but I just wake up and don't like nothing. I don't like anything. I don't want to eat. I don't want to watch TV. I just sit and play my game and sit very quietly to myself until the feeling passes. I don't know why. And I think it's just being human. And when you have a partner, when you have a wife or a husband or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, especially if you live with them, sometimes you feel like you can't be irritated. Sometimes you feel like you can't be aggravated. But that's just not how it is. You should be able to be these things because your person should love you through these things just like you love them through those things. Hey, Magdalene. Hey, Morris. Hey, y'all. So, I was just thinking about that because it's the same way with for everybody who got kids. They are the light of your life. They just make your day. But sometimes you look at them and go, just go away. And it's not because you stop loving them, but it's just sometimes your kids get on your damn nerves. I know everybody done heard F them kids. And it's not really that. It's just like you spend so much time taking care and loving somebody and putting their feelings and their thoughts ahead of your own that sometimes it just gets to be too much. Sometimes we have things going on in our life and the other aspects of our life, and we don't realize how much they affect our relationship. They affect our moods. They affect our thoughts and our feelings. They affect whether or not we're positive or negative, whether we're up or down. And sometimes we take that out on our partner. Sometimes we have things within ourselves that we know that may or may not be questionable, but we figure because this person loves us so much, because this person is our person, that we do it anyway because it's just who we are. You know, you never heard somebody tell you, well, that's just who they are. You have to excuse them. That's just who they are. And I know each and every one of us has that little thing in them that is a just that's who they are moment. I got some. But as in a relationship, you have to be okay with your person getting on your nerves sometimes. I know, I'll give y'all an example. Thank you, Magdalene. Right. That's right, Kelly. All right. I'm looking back. Okay. All right. So I forgot what I was about to say. Y'all know my brain does not work. That's mess. Oh, I know what it was. When I met DC, now, ladies, and some guys, I know it's more with ladies because guys buy the little things and they buy stuff. So, and we're more likely to keep stuff than guys. No disrespect. We're just a little more sentimental sometimes. And some of us, not all of us. So, ladies, when I first met DC, I didn't have to get rid of any old stuffed bears from a previous relationship. I didn't have to get rid of jewelry or get rid of old birthday cards or Christmas cards or just because cards. I didn't have to I didn't have to do any of that. All that stuff when you change from one relationship to another and you leave the stuff from the past relationships in the past and you come to your new relationship. I didn't have to do any of that. And in doing so, I realized that maybe I may not have been in the relationships that I thought I was in. I may not have had, and I did this. Not that I may not have had until I got with DC. I thought that what I was getting was what I was supposed to get. But now I would have to get rid of some. Well, let me cross my fingers. It would never happen. But if it would, for whatever reason, me and DC would break up, I would have to get rid of half my stuff. And I realized that I had been walking on eggshells and not being fully myself because I was scared of how the other person would take it, what the other person would say, or how they would feel if I expressed my sometimes dissatisfaction with them. And in thinking about that, I realized that you should be able to express your dissatisfaction with the way somebody is doing something without fear of it affecting your relationship as a whole. Because I'm not mad about everything. I'm just mad about one thing you might have did this morning. And I had spent so much time not being able to express myself because I was scared it was going to affect the relationship as a whole. But I think we should get to the point that sometimes our person gets on our nerves. Sometimes our person, she's like, "Ooh, why you chewing today?" But that doesn't mean I don't want to wake up with this person every morning. That doesn't mean I don't want to go to sleep with this person every night. That just means that in that moment you're getting on my nerves. But I love you. Y'all get what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We we are told that we are supposed to act a certain way, be a certain way, do a certain thing. And I hate for people to be scared inside of their relationships that they have to keep a certain part of them down to be in this relationship. I don't think you should be in a relationship like that. Let me say that. I can be nice and everything, but the reality is, I don't think you should be in a relationship where you can't be 100% of yourself. Because I feel like that a relationship should be a safe place to be you. To when you can't let your hair down with anybody else, you can let your hair down with them. To when you can't cry with anybody else, you can cry with them. To if nobody else in the world makes you laugh, you can laugh with them. And if you're not in a relationship like that, if you constantly have to make excuses, if you constantly are scared to be mad with somebody, then it's time to think again. And everybody's always like, you just work it out, you just go to counseling, you just talk it out. But I'm feeling like when you get to the need of counseling, have you not talked already? Have you not tried to express your feelings? Have you not tried to let this person in on what's going on? At what point do you be like, well, maybe this is not the relationship I need? Because a relationship should last the seasons. It should last the young you, the middle-aged you, and the old you. Because that's what we're looking for in a relationship. We get with somebody. I don't think anybody gets into a relationship. I'm not talking about dating. I'm not talking about a situationship. I'm not talking about friends with benefits. I don't think that I think that everybody gets into a relationship, male and female, with the thought process that I'm going to be with this person forever. So you got to be able to last the seasons with this person, the young person, the middle-aged person, the old person. And if you don't feel like this person can match your seasons, can hang with you through the good and the bad, the up and the down, the sad and the happy, then that's okay. But don't just keep swinging on these vines and hoping that they don't snap. Because I'm telling you, I have been unsteady in a relationship. I have been feeling like I was standing on the thinnest ice possible in skates, in ice skates. And it is hard, and it is not anything that you want to do. Talk to your person. If your person is not understanding what's going on, that's cool. But let them know I done told you what I'm gonna tell you, and I'll see you when I get back. You should be able to do that. You should be able to tell your person, as long as you're not being disrespectful, as long as you're not disrespecting relationship, you should be able to let your person know, hey, I gotta do this. I'm sorry if you're feeling some kind of way. I'll see you when I get home, and I love you. And be able to walk off and not scared that when you get back, all your stuff gonna be sitting outside and the lock's gonna be changed. I don't know, guys. I'm just before DC, I had never been in a good relationship. I had been in what I thought was a good relationship. I had been in when I thought somebody loved me. I had been they probably loved me, but I wasn't enough relationship. But before her, and I had been in love, but I just, I don't know if it was reciprocated. I can't sit up here and tell you 100% certain that this person actually loved me and all of me. They may have loved aspects of me. They may have loved the way I looked. But I can't 100% with 100% certainty tell you that this person loved me. I can tell y'all that with my wife. Through the good and the bad, the ups and the downs, the ins and the outs, the round and rounds, I can tell you that my wife loves me. And I can feel that with 100% certainty. So I know that we can be aggravated with each other and she's still going to love me. And we've got to be okay with that. If you feel like your spouse loves you as much as you love them, if you feel like your spouse is 100% down for you, then it is okay. It is 100% okay for them to get on your nerves sometimes. Because you ain't going nowhere. And they ain't going nowhere. You can't be scared of that. Think about it. Think about everybody, all my parents. Think about it. You love your kids to distraction. I love my kids to distraction. That don't mean don't get on my nerve. That don't mean I want to shoot the cag to them, trip them up when they walk by. Don't mean that. Now, I'm making jokes, but it's serious. It's serious. It's serious. Sometimes you just want to look at your kids and go, ooh. But that's okay too. Because your kids know you got their back. And I think they're born to get on your nerves. So what's wrong with you? We have to realize that when you have things in your life, um, especially big things, the death and birth, losing a job, getting a new job, losing money, getting money, moving into a new house, losing where we live, all of these things are huge. The effects affect everything. They they affect the other aspects of your life. They affect how you react sometimes. You'll be going through something from 6 months ago and you don't understand why you're upset today. It could be from that. Your life affects your life. It's not just little islands unto themselves. What's wrong? What's wrong, man? Oh, what happened? Yeah, no, I said strangle your kids a little bit. Uh-uh. Oh, my phone's just sitting here. That don't mean you don't love your kids. How is it now, Leilani? Is the sound still glitching? Well, turn it up. Let me see. Let me hear it. Can you turn it up? That's my sound man over there, DC, on the ones and twos. Trying to check the sound out for me. So it's okay. Okay. Um all of this stuff affects your relationship. It affects your relationship. You could be having a great day and then all of a sudden you see something, you start crying. You can love your husband to distraction, but he didn't go, but he picked up the wrong ketchup at the stove. So now you want to fight him. These are all normal things. All of your feelings are valid. These are feelings you should have. As living, breathing human beings, we go day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour, and things change. What was the same, what was true to 10 seconds ago is different now. And all of that is okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You got to be okay with expressing your feelings to your partner. You got to be okay with sometimes being mad at your partner. There's nothing wrong with that. All of your feelings are valid. And if you cannot have all these valid feelings with your significant other, then you know what you need to do. You need to really look at your relationship and look at it realistically. Relationships are real things. They are real. What? You want to say something? Like when you finish, like you're talking about. Uh huh. What you share with your relationship stories from the past? They all suck. Which one? um. Oh yes. Y'all know I can't think right. Relationships are living, growing, breathing, expanding things. If you want them to grow and be healthy and successful, you have to feed them. You have to nurture them, just like anything else, just like your kids, just like your pets, just like your plants. Your relationship is a living, breathing entity. It needs food, it needs air, it needs love, it needs care. Some days, are you 100% up for the challenge? No, nobody is 100% of the time. Some mornings you wake up and all you got is 10% to give that day. Does that mean your relationship is going to die? No, because the next time you got 100%, that's what you give. But you have to realize, just like any other living, breathing thing, your relationship is going to have a bad day. It's going to have a bad day. It's going to have a good day. And all of that is okay. What? Uh-huh. Hey, Veronica, all of these things are okay. If you are having a hard time trying to talk to your partner, tell your partner that. If you are having a hard time expressing your feelings because you don't want to hurt their feelings, tell your partner that. We always get the advice to talk it out, seek counseling. You know, they talk about the newfangled relationships. Y'all be broke up, y'all be together at breakfast and broke up by lunch and all that stuff. But the reality is that we have been taught, we have been taught society, blah, blah, society times that the best relationships were back in the day. You stuck it out. You held on. You didn't let anything come in between you and your person. But did y'all? I want y'all to think back to y'all parents and aunties and uncles, your older people. Think back to them, and how many of them was miserable because instead of living a relationship and loving each other, they was trying to stick it out. They was trying to fix what was so broken. How many times did you ever look at your mom and wish she would divorce your daddy? How many times did you want to pack your mama's stuff up for her? But you didn't because that's not what they did back in the day. Back in the day, regardless of what the other person did, you hung on. And that's what they've been teaching us. But the reality is that nothing is set in stone and very little lasts forever. And you don't last, and every relationship is not meant, I don't even think every relationship is meant to last forever. I think when you're young, and you're dating and you're getting in relationships, these are showing you the wants and the needs and the don't wants and the don't needs until you're ready to use find that person that you look at and you see in that person today, tomorrow, and the last day. You look at that person and you're like, this is the last person I want to see before I move on to the next phase. Everybody ain't that person. Everybody is not a forever. Everybody's not a forever. Some people are lessons. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Just because a relationship didn't work didn't mean it was a failure, especially if you learned something from that relationship. But you've got to be okay with being not okay. Uh, I know this is a little heavy for 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was just something that I was thinking about. Um, so like I said, I have very few real relationships that I can draw on and story time from. But I will give you an example of what it feels like to not be steady with someone. I dated somebody, and every outward appearance, me and this person were dating. Me and this person were were girlfriend and girlfriend, and we were dating. To everybody looking in, how we acted with each other, the loving and the always wanting to touch the person. And I thought I was in love. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I love this person to distraction. I watched what she wanted on TV. I made sure I cooked her dinner and breakfast, and I was happy doing it. The smiles were like my payment for what I was doing. But I never was really 100% myself. I was scared to be upset. I was scared to voice an opinion. And y'all know your girl. I say what I say when I say what I said. But I was scared to do that because I was scared it would change the dynamic of our relationship. I was scared that the already shaky ground would get even shakier. Now, to the public, what I didn't know is this person was telling everybody that, no, this ain't my girl, da 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 da, really not saying, you know, 100% pleasing things about me. But, I didn't hear him say it. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe somebody misinterpreted what they said, misunderstood, whatever, whoop de whoop. But in reality, the smart me knew that they weren't lying. But I was hoping beyond hoping that if I did everything I could do, if I showed them every ounce of love that I had, if I showed them a better way of being in a relationship, everything, that eventually they would love me as much, or at least the way I love them. That didn't happen. And I vowed from that day forward, to never be devastated by somebody not loving me again. I vowed that I would never be, because here, my kid don't know nothing about being devastated. I can't sit up to be sad and be what I whoop de whoop. I got somebody I got to take care of. So I use him as an excuse. I guess if you need an excuse to be strong, you use your kids. Maybe you don't use yourself. But I vowed that I would never let that happen. After that, I have been in one other relationship. I am a big 55 years old, and in my 55 years of living, I have lived with two people. One I'm still living with. And even that relationship got me out of pocket because I don't argue. I'm not about to argue with you. One, if I'm starting to cuss you out, if I want to fight you, that means I don't think of you as somebody I love. That means I'm saying whatever the hell I want to out of my mouth. I'm calling you, your kids out of line. I'm talking about your mammy. I'm doing all of it. So that's why when I tell somebody I don't argue inside a relationship, that's what I mean. I don't argue because I'm not gonna argue with you like I'm your girlfriend. I'm gonna argue with you like I'm like you a stranger and you just call me a hoe. And even that relationship got me out of pocket. Made me understand why people stay in abusive relationships. It wasn't physically abusive. But like I said, I didn't have to get rid of nothing from her neither when I started going with DC. But even that relationship got me out of pocket. Because there were too many nights of cussing somebody out. There were too many nights of that. But see, these relationships were educations, for lack of a better term. They were educations. What I deserve, what I don't deserve, what I should be able to do, what I shouldn't be allowed to happen to me. These are all those things. So when you're in a relationship with somebody, State your piece. Say what you got to say. Don't be scared to if you're scared to voice your opinion, then maybe that's not the relationship you should be in. If this person doesn't make you feel like a safe space, I feel 100% safe with my wife. 100%. I trust her with my life. I trust her with my kids' life. I can't imagine any part of my life without her. All the time. And it took me a long time to get there. It took me a long part of my life to get there. Now, would I have loved to meet my wife earlier when we was younger and I was a little hot and I could have showed out on her? Yeah. Yeah, I sure would have. But that ain't when it was supposed to be. I met her when I was supposed to, and now we just gonna grow old together. And she gonna be shooting BB guns at the kids on our lawn, and I'm be sitting there laughing at her. So that's our plot. Our plot was not to be in the club tearing stuff up together, because I think we probably would have exploded. She would have been fighting all the time. All this booty, boy. There's been a lot of scrapping going on. But I'm making jokes, but I mean it's serious. I mean, it's okay if your husband want to go do something without you, baby. It's okay. That don't mean he love you any less. That don't mean he want to fight you. It just means today I want to do this without you. If your wife feel like fussing, it's okay too. You're used to it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She'll be alright. Let her fuss. Fellas, let me let y'all a little secret, fellas. The gays and all the days. Women love little things. It's not just the big FTD bouquets and the Pandora bracelets and the $20 boxes of chocolate. Sometimes it's a Three Musketeer bar and a bag of chips. Chicken came in. Get her the flowers from the grocery store. Get her that juice she like. Bring it home like you done brought home a bottle of $300 champagne. We like those little things. And they may not mean much, they may not cost much to you, but to us, every time you do that, that's just an outward expression of how you feel about us. And I know it seems a little selfish and I know it seems a little shallow, but that's all right. Sometimes you got to let your girl know that I like you, that I see you in this $10 bouquet as much as I see you in this $3,000 bouquet. Bring the little gifts. We love that stuff. You can go in the Dollar General. My wife right now has, baby, how many little things you got? You need to put somewhere to put them. Now, you know the little things, if you put them in the sun, they dance. That's what I was at work. No, you still need to find somewhere to put them. Well, still, I didn't buy them for your job. You just put them there because you had a big window. So I don't know why I bought her. I think it was a little monkey because she likes monkeys. So I saw this little dancing monkey at the Dollar Tree. And by the end of it, I think she had about 15 of them. I got a little every time I went to Dollar Tree and I saw a new one, I would get a little dancing monkey. For Valentine's, it would be one of my Valentines. For Christmas, it would be one of my Christmas. Even for Halloween. I think she got a Valentine, Christmas, Halloween, and she got all different kinds. The little candy cigarettes. Ladies, now I'm good on y'all. Get him that candy bar he like, or that bag of chips, or those socks he was looking at. Not because it's his birthday, not because it's Valentine's, but because it's a Wednesday. Because when he got up this morning, he put your breakfast sandwich together and it was sitting on the counter when you came downstairs. It's not about the big things all the time. It's not about the Valentine's, the birthday, the Christmases. It's about the teeny tiny little things. We love that stuff. And we don't want to say we love it. We don't want to tell you to buy it because we feel like we shouldn't have to tell you. But for some reason, we as women think that we have these telekinetic abilities and we can just put our thoughts into the minds of our significant other and they're going to think what we want them to think. They're not. We got to tell them. When y'all go grocery shopping and you walk by the flowers, I like those flowers. They're so pretty. Put the little meaning in there. I mean, put the little hints out there. Don't wait till it's his birthday. Don't wait till Valentine's or Christmas. You walking in the store, you walking in the, it's not even about a pair of socks he looked at. You walking in the Walmart and all of a sudden you realize that I'm sick of trying to find matches for these socks. You bought him a pack of socks. You know how happy he'll be, especially if it's a person that wears socks. Oh, thank you, baby. That shit will mean something. Those little bitty teeny tiny things mean something. Those little notes that you put into their pocket or their lunchbox, they mean something. Excuse me, y'all. The little text messages during the day. And I'm not talking about being dirty. Those mean something too. Do those too. You know, you may not want to do those as often, but those little, hey, baby, I'm just thinking about you. All that little stuff means just as much, if not more, as the big gestures. Realize as you go through life that all your big life experiences affect your little lives. When I say little lives, I mean the little everyday things that go on in your life. Your big happy experiences, they affect your life, your little lives. Your big sad experiences affect your little lives. And realize that and understand that it's not indicative of your entire relationship, it's just a part of it. And there are so many different things that make up a successful relationship. There's so many different things. There are thousands upon hundred thousands of things that you do every day that make up the sum total of your relationship. So some days you're going to have a good day. Treat it accordingly. When you having a good day, make sure your partner has a good day. You having an extra happy, extra lovey dovey, extra sappy, sappy day, make sure your partner knows it. I was just thinking about you. I think one day when we were dating, I think one day I said I was going to text her every hour. So I text her every hour. I didn't text much. What you doing? Just thinking about you. Hey. I sent her pictures like little memes. I sent her little, the little sayings and things, little cute stuff. Because I was having a good day. If I'm having a bad day, and I know I'm having a bad day, I just sit in my little corner, play my little game, and answer questions as quickly as can so that I don't pass my bad day alone. Now, sometimes that shit don't work. Sometimes it's not just the day is bad, but you are getting on my nerves. Why you said that? Why you did that? These days are to be expected. They are a part of your ever growing, ever changing relationship. And that's okay. Hey, Stud Poppy. These are all okay things. Like I said, take it from me, guys. Unsteady ground, quicksand inside of a relationship is no way to be in a relationship because you're never settled. There's never a moment of peace if you're constantly having to watch your footing and watch your step inside of your relationship. There's never a moment of just laying your head down on your pillow and closing your eyes because you know the other person has got your back 100% of the time. It's hard. It is tiring. It is exhausting. And your girl is going to give you this, take it from me. If you have to go, go. But if you want to stay and you just having a bad day, then just have your bad day. Don't try not to have it because you're scared the other person. You have a bad day just like they do. They know what you're going through. All your feelings are valid. If the other person, now, here it is. If the other person is that way because you made them that way, deal with that situation too. If you treat your girl like a princess and your dude like a prince, and that's how they act, don't be mad when they act like a prince and a princess. Don't be mad. But realize that you have to do things now so that you can survive the person you created. You feel me? If you created the monster, then you just got to learn how to deal with the monster. DC created this monster that is me. Nobody can come behind her and do half of what she did. It won't happen. It can't be. You can't come behind her and not do this, not do that. You can't. She created this monster. So now she got to stay with me forever because can't nobody else deal with it. That is her. That is her plot in life. She created the monster, and now I am her monster. Ain't that right, baby? Yep. But I created a monster. She not gonna be able to go nowhere where she got to do stuff. The stuff that I do, she's not gonna be able to go nowhere. Sometimes we create the monster so that we won't get rid of the monster. But either way, my feet are on steady ground. I'm not trying to shift my weight to keep my relationship on an even keel. Because on good and bad days, we work together. She know that if I'm being quiet, I'm being quiet. It's not because of her. Because if I got issue with my wife, I say something. If she know that I'm having a bad attitude day, and I'm sitting over here in the corner and I ain't saying nothing to nobody, and I ain't laughing she at first it took her a minute to get there. Cause you don't want to be telling somebody, look, I'm sitting over here, I ain't saying nothing because I got a bad attitude and don't say shit to me. You don't want to do that. Not even I want to do that. Hey, bless the Messy. We are just talking about the title. I named for all the people that just got here. I named the live. You're getting on my nerves, but I love you because a lot of times inside of relationships, we don't feel like we can express our negative feelings because we love the person, but we can. We don't feel like we can let this person know they getting on our nerves because we love them. Sometimes the people we love get on our nerves. For everybody with kids, y'all know I'm telling the truth. Sometimes the people we love don't know how to talk to us because they having a bad day. Sometimes all the other big things going on in your life affects the little things that are going on in your life. But all your feelings are valid. All your emotions are valid. All your aggravation can be valid. If your partner's getting on your nerves, say, you know what? I'm gonna go sit over here and I'm gonna talk to myself for a little while because you crazy. You should be able to tell your partner, hey, you get on my nerves. Let me go over here. Without being worried about them leaving or getting so mad with you, it's an argument. Because some days you're people and relationships are living, growing things. You two are now an us. And inside of that us, you have big days and you have small days. You have big life experiences, you have small life experiences. And your relationship is a culmination of all that. And you should be okay with not liking your partner for a little while because we all do stuff. Nobody is perfect. We all have our little foibles. We all have our little kinks. We all have our little quirks. And your person loves you as a whole, but some days they may not like one little part of you. Dang. And you get on my damn nerves. Why are you breathing? Shit. Leave me. Now, I can't never tell her leave me. I don't know why she said that. Because I don't know why she said that. I can't never say leave me or don't touch me. Oh, you said. Oh, you don't want to. Oh, you don't want to. Oh, you heard me. What? That's some stuff I can't say, and I don't because I know it hurts her feelings. I don't. I'm not telling y'all when you're speaking your truth and when you're expressing your feelings to hurt the feelings of your partner. Now that may be a residual effect, but you shouldn't go to hurt them. If I know something I say, I know that that could hurt her feelings. I don't say that because I don't mean that because I don't want to hurt her feelings. But some days I'm sure she don't want to be bothering me. And on those days I sit over here in my little corner and I play my game and I see how many blocks I can knock down and I go on about my business. Or I be on TikTok. And during my whole time of being aggravated with her, I'll be sending her funny and cute TikToks. Because at the end of the day, the sum total of our relationship is worth way more than any little sections of it. Oh, shoot, yeah. But this is a quick live. This is not a long live because I'm not talking about anything else other than that. So I'm going to sum it up, y'all. You get on my nerves, but I love you. That applies to your kids, your parents, the rest of your family, your friends, hell, your dog, and your spouse. As an individual, we may go through huge life experiences, but we got to recognize that those huge life experiences has a ripple effect on the rest of our lives. And if we have people in our lives, that means that that will affect them as well. So we have to really look at that and pay attention. Your feelings are 100% valid. If you're feeling aggravated, there's a reason. If you're feeling upset, there's a reason. If you're feeling sad, there's a reason. And all of those reasons are valid. And if that reason has something to do with your partner, your kids, your family, whatever, let them know. If you are so unsure and unsteady in your relationships that you're scared to be 100% authentic and be yourself, then it's time for you to rethink those relationships. And don't always think the shit is your fault. Sometimes it is somebody else's. Sometimes it's the other person's. Sometimes it's the environment. Sometimes it could be anything. Sometimes it's not your fault. But please recognize when it is. Stop blaming everybody for your little quirks. Stop sitting up there saying, you know how I am. If you know how you are, that means you should be able to do something about it. Stop using, you know how I am. I'm a Pisces. Now stop using all those excuses. You know, if you got fucked up parts, excuse me, you know, if you got messed up parts of your personality, own them, because they just a bunch of part of you is your good parts. Sometimes it is your fault. It's not always the other person's fault. Sometimes you did it. And be okay with that. Sometimes they get on your nerves, but you love them nonetheless. That is the moral of this story. Nobody is 100% perfect. There is no perfection. And we all just have to learn how to navigate this world the best that we can. And if we are so lucky as to find a partner to navigate this world with us, then we have to cherish them and bubble wrap them. But that don't mean some days they're not gonna get on your damn nerves. And getting on your nerves is just as okay. I was like, yes, you love them anyway. I was watching something yesterday. I can't even remember what it was, but a guy said to his woman, "You're in the way. Why are you here?" Wait, what? Yeah. Never question. To like what Leilani said, never question where you are. If you have to question where you are with somebody, then the answer is nowhere. You don't have to make yourself any other way for a person. If a person is not 100% like you for who you are authentically, not for the person that you want to be in the future, not for the person you used to be in the past. But if this person does not love and cherish you 100% the way you are right now, then this is not the person for you. And that is okay. That's okay. Stop forcing something. I said this before. If you constantly try to force a square peg into a round hole, both of y'all are going to end up hurt. But if you got that person, if when you look at that person, you don't just see the day, you see tomorrow, and you see your last day on earth in their eyes, then some days that person gonna get on your nerves, and it is okay. So that's really all I came here to say. Love each other. Love each other. Some days your kids gonna get on your damn nerves. What you gonna do? Give them away? Some days your parents gonna get on your damn nerves. You can't get no more. Some days your dog, cause my dog get on my nerves every day. He don't come when I call him. He look at me like I'm retarded. Like who the hell you talking to? But that's my baby, and I couldn't imagine my life without him. I love y'all, Bomb Squad. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. For this little hey y'all, something else will hit me and I'll come back again. Tomorrow is Friday, and y'all know Friday is bingo night. So if y'all ain't going out and hanging out with other people, come hang out with us. Spend a little money, have a little fun, listen to a little music, let go. It's 100% COVID free. Um, Saturday, I'll figure out something to talk about Saturday. I'm sure something will have hit me by then. We'll come in with a real talk on Saturday. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope if you're young enough to go out and shake a tail feather, you go shake it. If not, sit at home and watch TV like I do. That's safe and COVID free as well. That's right, Miss Tells the Truth. Enjoy the rest of your day on purpose. I love you, Bomb Squad. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time I drop a thing, drop a little knowledge, drop a little wisdom, or drop a little silly, because sometimes that's what it is. Y'all can join me. This your girl Lisa. This is Hey Y'all. Y'all don't get on my nerves. Well, some of y'all do. And I love y'all nonetheless. I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.